MaxPax and herO are going to be facing off. Now, when it comes to this finals, when it comes to the best of 5, herO and MaxPax, they often trade. They often go blow for blow here. They often go back and forth. herO, I would say, has the edge over MaxPax, but we often see them trade series regardless here, so this could still go either way. Let's go. I'm ready for it. Spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Winter Madness, we have the Danish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss for System Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss for T1. It is herO. Here we go. Because we are going to be opening up. Now, when it comes to recent PvPs and recent play for MaxPax, we have seen that MaxPax, he's reverted back to his previous self. He has devolved into going for Gate, Cyber, Stargate, Expand. Previously, over, like, I want to say a month ago at this point, MaxPax, he was spreading his wings, he was diversifying, he had more varied play, he was cheesing, he was proxying, he was going for 2 gate openers. It was beautiful, and MaxPax was finding a lot of success with that. But in recent weeks, he has gone back to his tried and true Gate, Cyber into Stargate. Has gone back to it. As a result, he has been more predictable in his play, and he has been struggling that much more against players like Showtime, herO, and Classic. As herO is setting up for the proxy for the one base all in, we'll see how MaxPax will scout, if at all. There's a pylon, there's a proxy. Now, MaxPax, he knows, looking at the probe here, he is aware that a pylon is missing, so MaxPax is aware that something is wrong, something is amiss. Is it real? Is it fake? It's up to MaxPax to confirm. Meanwhile, MaxPax back at home, he should be going for the Stargate before expanding. Thankfully, is getting a Zealot. His Zealot is on the way. MaxPax needs a rare candy. He needs a Thunderstone. I don't. As here we go. The gateway has been thrown down. We do see that MaxPax is looking. He's looking for the proxy. He's scouting on the left, and he will find this almost immediately. So, oh, he just realized. Okay, there we go. There we go. Does re-rally back to the center, and he will find the gateway. Stargate's already on the way. From here, MaxPax may even choose to skip his Oracle and go straight Void Ray. We'll see how much danger he feels like he's in. But nice scout on the proxy. Nice scouts. Here he's rallying out to try to save it. Here he's rallying. The pylon will go down. This will delay herO. And herO forced to cancel. Brutal cancellation. herO gets supply blocked as well, losing the pylon. And herO's in a very rough position. We do see a pylon in the main base of MaxPax. He scouts the pylon as well. MaxPax sees everything. And this is all just falling apart for herO. herO does have some stalkers, but he cannot reinforce. Not the way that he wanted to. So here, MaxPax is looking very comfortable. He's throwing down more shield batteries. His Oracle's moving out. And hero's in a rough position. Now he will take over the low ground at least. Does snipe the battery. Battery goes down. The Oracle's making its way across the map. herO, he's actually still gaining ground here, surprisingly so, even without the proxy. Este herO. I mean, again, this should be stronger with the gateway up and running. Should be hitting harder. Warp Gate is going to be denied. Massive pickup. Delays Warp Gate. Oracle gets in. There are Stalkers back in the defend. Here he's ready. Ooh, he will lose a Stalker. We'll lose one. We'll lose a Stalker, but now we have 2 Void Rays in the main base. And again, here just doesn't have the momentum that he otherwise would need. Again, if the pylon was here, he'd be up 3 extra Stalkers, and he could even kill the natural. But now he can't stick around. He cannot stick around. He doesn't want to lose his army. So this is still a really awkward position for herO. Could have been better. Could have been a stronger position here. Oh, nice catch in the Oracle. MaxPax does have some miscontrol. As miscontrol does throw the Oracle away. Blink is on the horizon. The Revelation did get eyes on the Blink on the Twilight Council. MaxPax knows. And all that MaxPax needs are Immortals. So we have the robo on the way for immortal production, extra gateways as well. Warp gate is now done, and MaxPax still has his natural base. So the longer this game goes on, the better it is for MaxPax. Meanwhile, herO, he's on a timer. He's on a timer. herO, he's admitted he cannot kill MaxPax, so he's going to his own natural base. And that may be true, but he still has to find some damage here. He can't just let MaxPax macro. As here he tries to deny the scouts, he fails to do so. Basically, herO was hoping he could try to fake a one-base all-in and try to force an overreaction, but the hallucination will get across the map. And he gets across, he confirms there's a base. So now MaxPax doesn't need to throw down any more shield batteries. He can get his own Twilight Council, focus on probing. Now, herO does have potential here with his sentries. He could try to blink into the main base. He could try to force field the ramp. There is some potential. Oh, breaks in. Breaks in, pulls away. So far here he does get some nice force fields. He's got a bit of concave as well, but now we have a second immortal. Oof. Yeah, he goes to the dive. He gets one void ray. Bleeds out, what, 3-4 stalkers in the process. Oh, God. Yeah, here he gets punished. He gets punished for the blink. He's lost his main army. He's lost his momentum. And now as the game goes on, it's getting easier and easier here for MaxPax. herO dives in. Gets a sentry, gets an immortal, but there's still 2 immortals remaining. And now herO's down to his last legs, his final army. Now he still has a base behind this, so he can still try to macro out of this himself. But he cannot fight head on. Now as he lures out the army, he's going for the backstab. Adepts are coming in from behind. They can hit the mineral line. herO's shading in. He has potential. Oh. Let's catch a void ray. Jesus. Does try to at least set up a shade into the main. Probes are going to go down. Getting a handful. Shading back down to the low ground. 5, 6, 7 probe kills, not bad. Here's the recall back home. And there are still more adepts left out. Jesus. There's still more adepts. herO, he's in this. He's still in this game. Oh, he was getting ready for a base trade, getting ready for a counterattack. He cancels all the shield batteries. MaxPax, he cancels glaives, going into blink himself. herO breaking in. 2 more probes. Once again, hero's just keeping MaxPax busy behind this. We have a Dark Shrine on the way for MaxPax. Hero's getting his own third. Here he's trying to macro out of this and build up. He's almost there. Casito, papi. Oof. say that, MaxPax does get into the main. 6 more probes go down. Here he turns back his main army. Ooh, turns everything around actually. He turns around to defend. This allows MaxPax to expand. And quickly checking here his vision, he did not scout the main. Yeah, didn't check the main base, is not aware of the Dark Shrine. Doesn't know what's coming his way. Thankfully, herO does have an observer. Observer does pop out, he has detection. MaxPax ready for the Dark Templar. So in chat, first time seeing a Protoss get Void Rays. If you don't watch much pro StarCraft, it is very common to see Void Rays in PvP specifically. From the side of MaxPax. Just because of his opener, he is known for going for Stargate openers in PvP, so you do need Void Rays if you want to defend against all-ins. And herO did attempt to all-in at the start of the game. So Void Rays are quite common, specifically in MaxPax PvP. Have been for years. Oh. Yeah, as the DTs do distract, MaxPax moves in, he's going for the third base, herO's out of position, and even then he only has massive depth. He cannot fight head on. He cannot fight head on. One army's not quite like the other. The supply is lying back. Oh, but he's going to commit. He's going for the Immortals. He gets one. Gets one Immortal. He's going to lose all the Stalkers. Jesus. Stalkers are going down. MaxPax, he will shade away. He'll blink away. He pulls out. Behind this, maintains a better economy. Does kite back. And here he's stuck on a very gateway heavy composition here. Just adepts, just Stalkers. Again, this does not scale well into a longer game. Hero's in trouble. Gotta make a decision. Do we send it? Do we take up? MaxPax still poking at the same time. We do see DTs once again into the natural. Yeah, here getting pulled apart. But again, he's just been playing from behind. He's just been playing with a subpar army. Stalkers, they collapse in. Boys are being pulled. Here getting desperate. DTs are still in the main. They're still in the bases. And herO is broken. Trying to pull the boys. Doing what he can. At the same time, he's trying to harass across the map as well. But as we mentioned before, adepts, they do not fight well head-on. They're being cleaned up by the Stalkers. And GG gets called. GG gets called. MaxPax will take a lead in the series. He will take game number 1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, herO, he did put so much on the line going for the initial proxy, and unfortunately he got scouted immediately. He was scouted, he was shut down. With that, herO, he was playing from behind. He was playing from behind. He did have some nice moments like harassing and getting some economic damage, but he never really had any kind of momentum going his way tech-wise either. He was just stuck with Stalkers, stuck with Adepts. He was able to build up his third base, but in a head-on fight, he couldn't really take it. Couldn't really fight head-on. GG. GG, well played. The DTs was a nice move there from MaxPax just to distract, just to pull herO's army apart and allow MaxPax to break the third. And with that, we're getting into game number 2. We're loading into game 2 here. It's going to be on Tourmaline. Tourmaline is a much more aggressive map of the map pool, shorter rush distance by ground. Because of this, you don't need a proxy to one base all in. You can all in from back at home. That is what we're expecting. As spawning in the top right hand corner of Tourmaline, we have the Danish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss leading the series 1-0. It is MaxPax. The Psy Storm Gaming. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss for T1. It is herO. Here we go. And again, last game, it all came down to the initial proxy, to the delayed all-in from herO. MaxPax had so much more time, so much more breathing room just build up, to stabilize, and to be able to get into this more superior composition of immortals, of stalkers. Again, herO did an impressive job at making a game out of it and recovering economically at least somewhat, but not enough. It's not enough in the end. Crazy knew to cancel Glaives in there. He only saw 3 deaths from herO. He did cancel Glaives going into Blink, that is true. I would imagine that was a little bit more regarding kind of like the game state slowing down. Going into Glaives would have been more of like an all-in move out of MaxPax, if you recall. There we go. Hello, herO. As once again the probe's out on the map, and we are a little bit further out this time. We're a little bit more further out from herO. Is this specified the finals? Yes, this is the grand finals. That's why it's a best of 5. There are some tournaments that have best of 5s in the semis. Specifically, that is Pegasus Cup. If you're familiar with Pegasus Cup, that is a tournament where they have best of 5 semifinals. But outside of that, the Open Cups and the weeklies have best of 3 semis. So Pegasus Cup is the exception to the rule. The exception. Proxy Robo. Proxy Robo 1 base all in at a herO. He's gonna commit. Gonna commit. Once again, MaxPax, he is aware that a pylon is missing. So MaxPax, he's on the hunt. He fans out his probes. We have 1 probe on the left, 1 probe on the right. And MaxPax, it looks like he will find the proxy. Just barely does scout the robo. Is aware. Behind this, wait, sorry, my apologies, I glossed over this 2-gate. Let's go. he went for a 2-gate opener. My herO 2-gate opener into a robo. MaxPax did not open up with his own gate cyber this time. Okay. herO, he did probe scout. herO's aware. He committed, but alas, his pylon should be shut down. Sorry, I glossed over it. I was on autopilot for MaxPax. But no, for the first time in a long time, went for a 2-gate opener. He will kill the pylon. Pylon is going to be shut down. Ooh, big delay here on the immortal. And did I say delay? It's not gonna get up. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, second cancellation. That might just be game. By the way, that might just be it. Like, oh my god, the robo is non-existent. The immortal cannot pop out. And MaxPax has a massive lead, a massive advantage. He has his own prism on the way, third gateway as well. Trades with the stalkers. Does trade with the stalkers here, and with that, MaxPax, he will just dominate that robo. He dominates the main of the map. Here he has nothing else back at home. And what else can he do? What can he do, Pat? He's trying to counterattack, trying to get into the main. herO is being active. Behind this, going for a very late Stargate. I mean, we'll see if he can get there. The problem is that MaxPax isn't going to take this line down. He's got his prism, he's moving out. MaxPax is counterattacking, he's rallying everything he can. He's moving out across the map. Meanwhile, a big shout out to Cosmos in the chat. Obrigado. Fala galera. Este Cosmos. Gracias, papi. Gracias. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great ladder session. Hope you had a great time. Bienvenidos. Bienvenidos. Welcome and all. We are covering the grand finals of the WardiTV Monday. Best of 5. Best of 5 between MaxPax and herO. herO attempted to proxy robo, but MaxPax went 2 gates. MaxPax will shut down the natural, will overwhelm, and herO barely has anything left here. The shield battery will help, but alas, he should be overwhelmed. Nice control of the MaxPax. Micro's back. Does pull back, does pull away. Oof. Yeah, picking up more stalkers. Boys are being pulled. herO getting desperate. But MaxPax just has to focus on those stalkers again. 1 stalker left. Oof. Down to 1. Down to 0. GG gets called. MaxPax, he will extend his lead 2-0. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, just a really unfortunate setup there from herO. A big shout out to MaxPax for breaking the norm, breaking his own kind of mold here and going for a 2-gate opener, which is a lot rarer nowadays for MaxPax. I did mention that a month ago he was doing nothing but 2-gate openers. It was really exciting, it was really fun to see, and then he stopped. But I do appreciate that he mixed it into this series, especially on Tourmaline. Here went for the 2-gate opener, he was able to scout the proxy and shut it down with his double stalker. GG, well played. Did shut it down. As we are getting into the rest of our series. Now, unfortunately, it looks like maybe Wardi was unable to, maybe was left out of the game. That's what it looks like, or maybe he lagged out. But it looks like game 3 is missing, unfortunately. But herO did take it. herO did take game number 3. So I do apologize that we weren't able to see that game. But it looks like Wardi doesn't have that match. So he was not able to provide it. So we're going to be following our players into game number 4. Going to be loading into White Rabbit instead. With the series continuing with us loading into that 4th game. Let's go. Let us go. Going to be loading into White Rabbits. Again, the scoreline is 2-1 in favor of MaxPax. Again, we did miss out on game 3 as Wardi did not have the match available. So I do apologize, as Wardi did provide 3 plays. But missing a game. And here we go, spawning in the bottom hand corner of White Rabbits. We have the red Protoss player, the red Protoss. We have the Danish Protoss representing Samsung Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing T1. It is herO. Here we go. We're loading into our 4th game. And we'll see if MaxPax does mix it up. So I do apologize for missing it in the last game, but I will try to stay on top of whether or not he does go for a 2-gate opener. I was just assuming he wouldn't, but we'll keep a better eye on that. As he has already mixed it up at least once in this series. Mixed it up. Speaking of, a 2-gate opener out of herO, meanwhile single gateway out of MaxPax. So we saw that one time a 2-gate opener on Tourmaline, but here we're going for something more standard, or I say standard, we're going for something more standard for MaxPax, going gate into Cybercore into Stargate. Welcome to White Rabbits. White Rabbit is a very large map in the map pool, and herO, he's going for what looks to be a fake proxy pylon. The pylon's going to be thrown down on his own side of the map, trying to force an overreaction out of MaxPax. Hola hermano, aquí llegando, man. Tarde pero a tiempo. Abrazo a distancia. Abrazo, papi, abrazo. Much love, papi, much love. Este máximo, papi, este máximo. Pero gracias, gracias. Hope you've been doing well. For now, it is going to be double adept opener out of herO. Meanwhile, MaxPax back at home going for his own Stargate opener. Does go for Stargate. herO going for his own Stargate back at home. Bearing in mind that herO can assume what MaxPax is up to. MaxPax has yet to confirm and yet to scout what is going on. So herO could even blind counter with a Phoenix. Okay. So Phoenixes are going to be an option here for herO. MaxPax pokes in. And he will not get into the main. Nice block. Nice block out of herO. Yeah, there it is. We do have the Phoenix on the way. So again, this is meant to hard counter. Again, MaxPax, he's a very predictable player. So herO's going to try to shut him down and get on top of that first Oracle. Oracle moves out, and MaxPax, remember, he's in the dark. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know that a Phoenix is on the way. So MaxPax is not aware. Adepts a recall back home. MaxPax moves out across the map towards the natural. And we'll see if herO can catch him. As your Oracle pokes in, force a recall, and the Oracle will get away. Taking a little bit of hull damage. So far, so good. Hero has eyes on the Oracle. He wants it. As Phoenixes are racing across the map. MaxPax has to be careful. Pulls back the Oracle, getting into his own Phoenixes. So far, we have 2 and 2. And MaxPax does have ground support. So he has to be careful. Oh! Hero does shoot first. Slightly better trade for Hero, slightly. And he's switching into a ground army, into his robo. So he's going for the ground switch. Once again, he does catch the Oracle. This time there's no recall. Yeah, no recall. The Oracle might not get a probe kill. Nice cleanup here from Hero. Shuts down the Oracle. More Phoenixes are moving out. And again, the Revelation fails to scout the robo. So MaxPax doesn't know if there's a second Stargate. There could be a second Stargate and more Phoenixes. Oh, never mind. The Robo wasn't scattered, by the way, but he cancels anyway, going for a Twilight Council, going for a Blink Stalker transition. But it's going to be late. It's going to be delayed Twilight Council, delayed Blink because of the cancel. Ay, ay, ay. Hero looking for a way in. Here he does defend back at home. Defense, he sets up. Again, Blink is on the way. MaxPax is not too far behind with his own Blink timing. Also about to begin. Getting only behind by a couple of seconds. There's a chrono. And the game is slowing down. There's been some pros and cons here, like Hero, he shut down the Oracle, he did gain map control, he was able to hide his build. That is true, but at the same time, both players are on 2 bases. We have similar economies. We'll see who's the first to expand. Who was the first to take a third? Hero setting up a proxy. MaxPax did scout. He is aware. He's aware of the pylon. Is aware. MaxPax gonna be the first to expand. Here comes a third base. Hero is banking resources. And MaxPax confirms this. More gates. More gates are being turned down. Hero's warping in. And here, if he wanted to expand, he would have by now. He's going for a 2-base all in. Yeah, 2-base all in, but the proxy gets found. Ay, ay, ay. Remember, the proxy gateway has been found. Here, he is not expanding. He wants to end the game here and now. And for the most part, MaxPax is aware. Remember, he just saw the lack of third, and of course, he scouted the proxy. So MaxPax has all the information he needs. He's throwing down shield batteries, stasis traps. MaxPax is getting ready. What do we have to work with? Comparable armies. Hero has more stalkers. MaxPax does have the sentry. Ooh, stasis goes up. Ay, ay, ay. 4 stalkers get caught out. Yeah, brutal stasis trap, but Hero, does he still have enough? He's going to be losing the Phoenix War. All his Phoenixes go down. As Hero's being forced back. Phoenix is there buying time. But Hero, I believe, he still maintains a much higher stalker count. Yeah, stasis runs out, and Hero, does he get the surround? Does he have enough? He still needs more reinforcements. And MaxPax holds. Yeah, MaxPax, he holds, he shuts us down. If it wasn't for the stasis trap, that could have been enough. Ay, ay, ay. Again, the stasis trap was brutal. Hero gets shut down. Links forward. Does have the higher stalker count. Wins on the ground. MaxPax overextends. Did overextend, but remember, MaxPax, he has a third. His third base is fully operational. He has the greater economy that translates into now a larger army. Hero late to expand. And Hero's in trouble. Hero's in danger. Not again. Not again! No! Stasis goes up. Ay, ay, ay. Stasis delays. There's a recall. herO has to get the hell out of here. He still bleeds down more Stalkers. At the same time, the Oracle busts into the natural. 10 more probes going down. Brutal damage. herO's being chased. And the longer this goes on, the worse it's going to be for herO. As MaxPax is taking up. We have +1 on the way. We have charge on the way. MaxPax building up into a greater composition, into a stronger mid game. And once he gets there, it's going to be brutal. Now, how does herO recover? There are a couple of ways. One is to try to outposition your opponents and catch them off guard with Adept Harass with Blink Stalker control and Blink Stalker movement. Another way is Dark Templar. True, DTs can pop off and they can wreak havoc. We saw them in favor of MaxPax earlier in the series. Adepts are trying to harass, but they get caught out. Oof. Again, herO is trying to get across the map, and the main army does get across. Straight into the natural. Gets a couple of pylons. MaxPax races back home. He does race back. herO takes a decent fight initially, but oh god, forced to recall. Bleeds out so many more Stalkers. Still losing even more. This was not worth it. MaxPax is getting a 4th base, getting further ahead. Okay, there's a lot riding on these Adepts. Meanwhile, went ahead. Dark Shrine, true. But I mean, it's what MaxPax is known for. He's known for DTs, especially in PvP, so why not? Dark Shrine is on the way. Does MaxPax need it? Nope, but may as well. May as well. May as well. It's a kill, not a cancel. Kills the 4th base. Snipes the robo. Collapsing on the Immortal. And here he's just desperate. He's pulling the boys. The final fight here of the game. herO trying to hold on. And did make a series out of this. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see it. Unfortunately. But it's going to cost him every single worker here. Okay, 26 probe kills. The Oracle gets across the map, finding more damage. herO doing what he can. And hey, he will survive the push. He will survive just a little bit longer, but GG gets called, and MaxPax overwhelms. He will take the series 3-1, becoming this week's WardiTV Monday champion. GG. Whew. GG, well played. MaxPax will claim the series. Again, MaxPax, it all came down to his vision. It came down to his scouting. Time and time again, MaxPax, he was able to find the proxies, find the all-ins. Here in Game 4, I would say we had a closer back and forth, right? If you remember, herO, he successfully hit his Stargate. He successfully caught the Oracle. Like, herO had a decent start to the game, but unfortunately, herO's proxy gateway got seen. And not just that, but his lack of 3rd base. Remember, there was that moment that we saw the probe scout out of MaxPax dip in. He saw the lack of expansion, and it screamed 2-base all in alongside the proxy gateway as well. So MaxPax, he saw both things. He saw both both factors leading into an all in, and he got ready. Stasis traps, shield batteries, extra warp ins, and with that, MaxPax, he was ready for the all in. GG. GG, well played. So very impressive play there by MaxPax. As I mentioned previously here, MaxPax and herO, they often do trade back and forth in series. Last time they faced off, herO did defeat MaxPax. Now MaxPax defeats herO. It's very common that they do trade back and forth. I still do generally favor herO against MaxPax, but what I love is that MaxPax mixed it up on Tourmaline. Remember, on Tourmaline, MaxPax did go for a 2-gate opener. He went for a 2-gate opener as opposed to Gate Cyber into Stargate for the first time in weeks. So thank God. For the first time in weeks, we saw MaxPax mix it up and go 2-gate on Tourmaline. I do appreciate that. With that, he was able to catch herO with his pants down and catch him off guard. herO, he was going for a blind proxy into a 2-gate opener, which is that much weaker. So again, herO, he was just making an assumption about MaxPax and did assume incorrectly. GG. GG. With that, congratulations, and with that, we are going to be wrapping up with our morning broadcast. Again, we were able to feature quite a lot of players here, like Lambo, Harstem, Cure, of course, earlier as well, Raynor. We weren't able to follow Raynor into the quarterfinals, unfortunately, but still able to feature them, and really do appreciate that we got to see a little bit more variety here with Raynor and Lambo also competing. Didn't make it to the semis, but still did compete, still did represent their races earlier in the bracket. GG, well played. And with that, we should be returning here with more WardiTV Monday next week. When it comes to the rest of our schedule, bam, you can see our schedule ahead of you here. We are live every single day, as always here. Plenty of StarCraft, plenty of content. We have StarCraft Evolution tomorrow on Friday, and we have the KSL on Saturday. So the Korean StarCraft League is going to be over the weekend. We have Sparkling Tunic Cup on Sunday. We have Duckling Open as well. We have plenty of content, plenty of StarCraft. As you can see, we are live at least once a day, every single day, sometimes twice a day, like on Saturday and like today as well. For those who are curious, our next broadcast is going to be in around 6 hours. In 6 hours time, we're going to be live with the Pondcast. The Pondcast is our weekly talk show where we talk all things StarCraft. I think we're the only current talk show out there. Feels bad, man. But when it comes to our news this week, what do we have to talk about? We have the Wyra. I believe his crowdfunding did conclude. For those who don't know, Wyra, he has been crowdfunding a book. I believe it's already written, but he is looking to get it published and released. So big shout out to Wyra, as that has been funded, and we will be discussing that and discussing the implications of that as well. Likewise, we have Home Story Cup number 28 has been announced, confirmed when it comes to its dates. So we do have a lot to discuss regarding the recent announcements. Bell and Gemstar Zagora 2026, the new ladder map pool Overlord Tower guide as well, and of course all the recent tournament results. I will say that this week is a little bit lighter in regards to news. Last week we had the So interview. We had the Tastosis Esports Award. We had the news regarding fantasy. We had the Serral EWC game analysis. There was a little bit more going on last week. This week is a little bit leaner in regards to news, so it should be a bit of a shorter podcast this week, but still plenty of tournament results to actually get into. A lot of results, a lot to discuss, so we'll get there. And again, that's going to be in 6 hours. 6 hours time, we will get there. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks so much for the support. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. When it comes to the CranKy Ducklings, you can follow us. You can follow us on all the socials, !socials in the chat, and it'll give you a link to our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Discord, all things CranKy Ducklings. We do live stream on YouTube at the same time, and we upload to YouTube on a daily basis. Again, we've been casting live every day for the past 5 years, baby. All the content, all the StarCraft, it's all there on YouTube. If you missed it, it's all there available to you at your fingertips, papi. It's all there. So if, for example, you want to watch Kung Fu Cup, you want to watch Pegasus Cup, the Korean StarCraft League, maybe some StarCraft Evolution, maybe some previous podcasts, maybe some previous SE2 talk shows, then it's all there on YouTube. It's all there, papi. It's all there. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thank you so much for the support. I most likely will be going live on my personal channel in a couple of hours. I'm probably just gonna get some sleep, gonna get some breakfast, gonna get a nap, and then wake up in time, maybe and stream maybe like a couple of hours before the podcast. So a small cheeky ladder session. Again, we're very rusty, papi, but we'll be streaming a little bit. Again, I do not stream here. Here we leave this just for casting, just for StarCraft content. My personal channel is elsewhere. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Thank you so much for the support. You can also support us via Patreon. When it comes to our Patreon does fund all of our tournaments on a regular basis, so you can help us grow our Sparkling Tunic Cup, Duckling Open, and Master Swan Open as well. Thank you so much to all of our current patrons. We currently do earn $619 a month via Patreon, so thank you so much to all our patrons, and you can help us grow our tournaments even further and reach our next stretch goal. Once again, our current goal is to grow the prize pool for Tunic Cup even further and to eventually lead into monthly finals. So thank you so much for all the support on Patreon. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next time. We'll see you guys in 6 hours for the podcast. Until then, ciao, papi, ciao. See you next time. See you later.